moving to Oshodham, a new phase started in my life. I started getting invitations from different countries. The book which I had written in 95 in Pune has already been published in many languages like Japanese, Russian, Hungarian, French, and in India also Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, Hindi. Original was in English. So I feel this book, if I think I'm not a writer, how it got written, how it got published, it was really a mystery for me. And this book made me travel a lot. First of all, Japanese got it translated and published in Japan, and then they invited me there. In Japan, we had many programs at different places. I traveled a lot in Japan and went 3 times there. Same with Australia, and then Russia, and many countries in Europe like France, Germany, Denmark, and Holland, and then went to Taiwan, Tashkent. And after coming back from Rajneeshpuram, I had gone 3 times again to America for facilitating meditation programs. It was all like a mystery for me, how it is working. It was amazing experience actually. Wherever I go, organizers are there and I reach there. It was a kind of like a happening. Things were happening on their own. People were coming, and when last day I make announcement if anyone wants to take sannyas, and slowly I see people. I announce, if you are interested in sannyas, please come forward. And slowly, one by one, people start coming forward. I used to feel like Osho is still picking on his people. And it was beautiful experience actually. And in America, I traveled a lot in different states. I landed in New York, and from there we went Atlanta, we went Dallas, we went Austin, and then Miami, and Chicago. I remember in one of the discourses, Osho said that these Christian churches have no future. My people will be doing dynamic in the churches. At that time, I really couldn't digest it, but I saw it and experienced it. When we reached Miami, they had booked a program in a church. So one day before the program, my organizer took me to show me the place, and it was a church hall. Jesus statue is there, Mariam's statue is there, whole atmosphere of a church. And then we went to office and told them from tomorrow our program will be here. So we want to decorate the hall in a little different way. And they didn't object it. They gave a boy, he will help you, and you do what you want to do. So we removed all these statues, put a table, keep Osho's picture there. And I was amazed we were doing dynamic in the church. And same happened in New York also. Same happened in Chicago also. All churches are like empty. They are renting out the churches for any program. In New York, there is a big Don Bosco church. We had a program there. So in Portland also, I'm in Portland also. There also we did a program in a church. From Portland, friends said, let's go to Rajneeshpuram and see what's going on there. So in my first trip to Portland, we few friends took 2 cars and went to Rajneeshpuram. It is like few hours drive from there. And I was really surprised to see this place was auctioned by the bank, and some millionaire purchased it and then donated to the church. So this church is having their programs there, and at that time when we reached there was youth camp going on. Like about 1,000 boys and girls were there. Some program was going on. And they gave us a tour guide also to show us around. We didn't say that we had lived here and we know this place. So this guide woman was telling us everything, what's going on here. And she said there was an Indian guru here. And he got deported, and we wanted to get rid of his house. And existence helped us. This house was burnt, fire came there. She's creating a story actually. Everything was intact except Osho's house was not there. They took us to the meditation hall also, which we used to call Rajneesh Mandir. And this podium was there. We asked this woman, can we sit here on the podium? She said, yeah, no problem, you can sit. And they have created a playground for students there in the hall. Children were playing there in the hall. And they have maintained the place very nicely. And I asked the guide, what do you teach these people, youngsters? And she says, you know, youngsters in America have so much energy, but they don't know what to do with that. So they become destructive. They go in drugs. So we here teach them how they can transform their energy in creativity. And the way she was explaining, I felt they are teaching Osho to these youngsters. What Osho's vision is, they are teaching these people without their knowing what they are teaching. So I felt a lot of Osho's energy there also. And met many people. And I never felt that I'm alone traveling anywhere. I used to go alone, but if anyone asks me, are you going alone? I always felt, no, Osho is coming with me. I'm not going alone. And wherever I went, I've really felt his energy and his presence very strong. And that way, in America, I traveled 3 times and then went to Canada also. Canada has a lot of Osho people there, especially in Toronto. We had 2 programs there. And same in Australia. And every city of Australia, from Sydney to Melbourne to Gold Coast had a center. Brisbane had a center. So in Australia also, I traveled a lot. And I always felt like it is an existential plan going on. It is not in my hands what's happening. If I look at my situation, I can't do anything actually. But much was happening. So I trusted that Osho is still at his work.